Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here in Foley Square, today, Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. The number of trials keeps piling up, but yesterday we did live tweet the opening statements in the case against Sotheby's by a Russian oligarch. Now, some pushed back and said he's just a billionaire, but he was on the he was on the Treasury list. And there's more to be said. It also appears that he paid an intelligence firm to track his girlfriend in the United States. But in any event, we're focused more on what's coming out about Sotheby's, how they claim to not have known that the dealer they were dealing with, Bouvier, was in fact creating false transactions and jacking up the price by as much as 50% on various artworks, including a Da Vinci of the Savior of the Moon, Salvator Mundi. So we're on that case, and what's going to be the most interesting is when the billionaire / oligarch himself takes the stand and is subject to cross-examination, maybe about the things that he did, and we'll find out whether he's a billionaire or an oligarch or more. In sentencing news, the Venezuelan General Cliver, he's finally filed his sentencing memo. This is in the same case as El Pollo, and also one in which Nicolas Maduro has been indicted. Not sure how that plays out in terms of the diplomatic stage. Maybe that's why he hasn't come to the General Assembly of the UN, to which I'll return in a moment, in several years, once zooming in while apparently eating an empanada out of a drawer. In any event, Cliver wants 7 years. The government is asking for substantially more, and I believe he will get more. And that's going to take place the same day as a proceeding in the Juan Orlando Hernandez Honduras narco-president case. So we're going to try to cover both, or maybe one will be canceled. One never knows. I did mention the UN, and so I'm going to turn to it. And I'm going to turn down to what the UN really does. There's a man named Elkorany. He worked for the United Nations in Iraq and elsewhere. He was with the Department of, then called Public Information, now called Department of General Communications, run by Melissa Fleming. And he drugged and raped aid workers and others that the UN was supposed to be helping. The UN didn't say anything about this. Here downtown, Elkorany was sentenced, but now he's fighting any kind of restitution to his victims. There's one victim who says her career, Victim2, her career was destroyed by this drugging and raping, and she was willing to accept less than she's owed if he would only say what he did while he had her drugged, and he refused. And now he's doubled down and said he doesn't want to pay anything, and he doesn't want to say. And you know what? Inner City Press has asked repeatedly the UN spokespeople, Stefan Dujarric, Florencia Soto Nino, Stephanie Tremblay, Farhan Haq, and of course Melissa Fleming, who's ostensibly the head of the department that this rapist worked for, to comment in some way, provide some information, some reform, and nothing at all. And you know why that is? One, they've banned Inner City Press, so they think it's legitimate to not answer written questions, although they said they would. But number two, they think they can keep negative stories by not answering questions, and they can, because most media, all they want to know now is that Antonio Guterres, today meeting with a CCP official, finally back from his undisclosed location vacation, most media won't report at all about UN rapist Elkorany. Please Google it, because this is the organization to which global taxpayers pay to send rapists into the field. Okay, Inner City Press will not rest. We're going to go back in there to ask these questions. We've applied. We've had a all firm light. We're going to see. The law should prevail. InnerCityPress.com.